Hello, how's everyone doing? Now, today is kind of special because we are going to start with 9709 AS A-Level Pure Maths 1. Don't forget, try it yourself first and then check whether your answer is correct by looking at this video again. So save it for later. Alright, let's start. So as you look at this question is needing you to work with a coefficient of x cubed in the expansion of 1 plus kx times 1 minus 2x to the power of 5. So now in this situation, you should think that in order for you to be getting the coefficient of x cubed, you need to have a component of x squared and also x cubed that comes from this expansion. Because then once you multiply with the first bracket, you will be having the terms of x cubed, right? Now, how do you get the terms of x squared and x cubed from 1 minus 2x to the power of 5? This is now binomial expansion. So there are previous terms we are not interested with. Now we are interested with term number 3. Okay, term number 3. Because the first term is just x to the power of 0. Second term is x to the power of 1. Third term is x to the power of 2. Now that is what we are interested with. To get the third term, we'll be having 5c2 times with 1 to the power of 3, the third term, times with negative 2x to the power of 2, and minus r. Okay, and then the fourth term, you'll be having 5c3 times 1 to the power of 2. It's reducing, remember that. Negative 2x, now this is increasing to the power of 3. That's how you get x to the power of 3. And this one is x to the power of 2. Okay, and there are some other terms that we are not interested with. I'm going to erase this part. Okay, so expansion from there, you should be having 40x squared minus 80x cubed. Right, those are the two terms that we are interested with. Now, if you combine the expansion with 1 plus kx, okay, together with the interested terms that we have over there, we have 40x squared minus 80x cubed, okay, and some other terms. Now this expansion would give us, remember that I don't want to multiply 1 with 40x squared because anyway it's just going to give us x squared. I'm interested with x cubed. Put that in your mind. Now in order for me to get x cubed, I'll be just doing this. Okay, so kx times 40x squared would be 40kx cubed. And I don't want also to multiply kx with negative 80x cubed because that's going to give me x to the power of 4. That's right. Okay, so I'll just do this, which is my minus 80x cubed. Now I've got everything that is in terms of x cubed that I need. I just need to compare with a question that the coefficient is 20. So all this coefficient is 40k minus 80 should equals to 20. So in the end, 40k is equal to 100 and k is equal to 100 over 40 simplified to be 5 over 2. Done. Now let's look at how are these being marked by your examiners. Okay, what we are interested with is to see that the coefficient of x cubed in the second term is negative 80, so this is B1. And also the coefficient of x squared is 40, this is another B1. That's 2 marks already in just one single line. And then when you equate the coefficient after you expand, you are getting 40k minus 80, that is equal to 20. This is method mark M1. And the final answer of 5 per 2 is A1. It's all 4 marks. All right. Now let's look at the response for us compare with. Okay, now this candidate, he had his answer, but he erased it. That's fine, because then he replaced it with another one. So that's what the examiner is going to mark. So the candidate has got the coefficient of x squared is 40, B1. Coefficient of x cubed is negative 80, another B1. All right. Now when he expands, if you can see, he missed something there. He did equate to 20. He will be getting M mark over here. But he did not get the correct answer because he actually missed the negative sign over here. All right, so he doesn't get A1. Move on. We have another candidate over here. So this candidate, if you see, yes, he got the coefficient of x squared to be 40, that's B1. All right, and then he got the coefficient of x cubed, that is negative 80, that is another B1. But as he expanded, there is some error over here, isn't it? Well, he did get, but if he writes this is equal to 20x cubed, he will be getting 1 mark over here. But because he didn't, sad. But because he didn't, this is M0, there is no method mark. And then he did some algebraic mistake when he does the calculation. Final answer is also wrong. He only got 2 out of 4. So what did we learn today? I say that working is very important, that you write every single line completely. Do not even miss an equal to 0 if you have. Do not even miss a negative sign, because that's what happened to our first candidate. A negative sign makes a big difference in mathematics. So if you learn something, do share this video with your friends, because I am sure that they also need to learn with you too. All right? Bye.